We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Brendon Woodruff is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Standing in, Gene Segura. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. And now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew Mccutchen. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And in steps Scott Kingery. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
That is third. The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. From the belt, the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
Batting 4th, the first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game.
Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. And he misses low with it. 2-0. From the stretch.
Nope. Outside.
Kingery leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit back toward the mound. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The set and the 1-1.
All 2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And he misses again, ball 3. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint. I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Here's Didi Gregorius, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope, outside.
Two out, bases loaded. Pulled toward right center field. Cain is after it, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. 1 run scores.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew Mccutcheon as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 0-1 offering. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The 1-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Ready now, Roman Quinn. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's lifted the other way out to left. Garcia has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Philadelphia's on top, 3-0. Zack Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things we'll look for early, Matty, Zack Wheeler. At times, control can be an issue, so one of the keys for Zack Wheeler, getting ahead early in counts.
Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder.
Pitch on the way. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Eric Sogard.
Here's Eric Sogard, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up over on the left side of the infield. And a diving try, but it's off his glove, and that ought to be a 1-out hit.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll take a look at ball one. His career line against Wheeler, he's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep once. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game, and what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Just a bit low. A tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Mccutchen. You're up.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and in at the plate steps Keston Huron. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Wheeler pauses. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. He's in at second safely, as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Brewers forced to settle for 1. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Phillies lead this one 3-1. All set for the start of the inning. Now to the plate, Zack Wheeler.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Gene Segura standing in, as he'll reach for 1 and come up empty for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Slow roller down the third baseline. To second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Now batting, the second baseman,
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Now the pitch. Hit hard to short. Garcia gloves it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Here's Justin Smoke now. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Line toward the gap in left center. Mccutchen comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Next to bat, Orlando Garcia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses. 2-1. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
The payoff pitch one more time. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Batting it, the catcher,
So striding forward now, Jacob Nottingham. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Lifted in the air out towards left center. There to take it in is Mccutchen now for route number 2.
batting ninth, the pitcher, Brendon Woodruff.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Brendon Woodruff. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. He's ready now. The pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Milwaukee leaves 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Right fielder, number 3. Bryce Harper.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
Rhys Hoskins waits on deck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. One ball and one strike to the Phillies first baseman. Throw over to the bag. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Ready with the 1-0.
Hey.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Yelich is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Ball one to start the at-bat. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. And another throw over, and the runner back safely. The 1-0 home. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. In now is Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way.
Lorenzo.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
The third baseman, number 7. Eric.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner back easily. At the plate now, Eric Sogard, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. The 0-1 delivery. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Here's another 0-2. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. He's got it. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
And here's Christian Yelich now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Brewers go down quietly, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Digging in to try it again, Didi Gregorius. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as you see there on the graphic, that total good for 4th best on the Philly roster. Here's Andrew Mccutcheon now. This pitch is popped up. Smoke has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman Quinn.
Stepping into the box, Roman Quinn. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
There he goes. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Coming to the plate now, Zack Wheeler. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Ready for another chance? Keston Hiura. He reached on a single in his first try.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Santa Maria.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Here's the first pitch to him. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Sliders strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Score holds. It's 3-1. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The third baseman, number 2, Gene Segura.
First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cain is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Scott Kingery.
So stepping in, Scott Kingery. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. After it is Cain. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So coming to the plate, Bryce Harper. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ball 2 now. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. 3-0 now.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
Swinging on 3-0, now 3 balls and a strike.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Yelich. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 4-1 Philadelphia. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Orlando Garcia. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Here's the 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made out there by Mccutcheon, and that's the first out.
The batter, the catcher, Jacob Nottingham.
Striding into the box, Jacob Nottingham. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
He's in complete command of his 2-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And quickly there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 53. Brendon Woodruff.
Omar Narvaez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Narvaez.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. You see the great batting average coming in. 3 homers, 9 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Oh, 2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Hit to third. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Brewers strand 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Brent Suter takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 35, Brent Suter.
At the plate, Didi Gregorius. He singled his last time up.
The shortstop, Didi.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. He pulls this one into right. Yelich is there to put it away for route number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
1 out for the Phillies in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP Andrew McCutchen. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got to hurry over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman Quinn.
Stepping in, Roman Quinn. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
No balls and a strike to count. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here it comes.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
To the plate now, Zack Wheeler. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yelich will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Leading off for the Brewers, the third baseman, Eric
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Ball 3. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next from Milwaukee, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
That evens it up. 1-1. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball foul down the left side. Now here's the pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it 4-1. Corbin Burns is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 39, Corbin.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Whoa, that's down.
The 1-0.
2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Now the 2-0 home. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. Into the box, Scott Kingery. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the 1-0. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. One there, the smoke at first, and they get them both.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce.
So two are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. And it's 1-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Nottingham is after it, and that ends the inning. Phillies go down quietly there, but they lead it 4-1.
7th inning, correct.
Bottom of the inning now. Now at the plate, Avisail Garcia. No hits to this point.
No left fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
At the plate, Justin Smoke, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
One run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And another foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes from Zack Wheeler. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Standing in now, Orlando Garcia. As he'll ground the first pitch foul off to the right side. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Garcia, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Wheeler pauses. Here's the 0-2. Popped him up. Hoskins is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Up next for Milwaukee, the catcher, Jacob Nottingham.
Striding in once again, Jacob Nottingham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Digging in and looking for more, Rhys Hoskins. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Rhys Hoskins.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even know it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Realmuto is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Into the corner and slicing foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Just hung in there on that one. A runner at first with no outs here. On a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop Didi Gregorius now. From the belt, the pitch. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Down quickly go the Phillies as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Brock Holt will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. In there, no balls and a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Well,
to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Mccutcheon, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
1-0 the count. 2-0 to the Brewers center fielder. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Fouled away. And a full count to Cain. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this late in the game, 3-2 counts can really take a toll on you as a starting pitcher. You really have to maintain your focus and take it 1 pitch at a time.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Soft grounder left side. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Eric Sogard.
At the plate, Eric Sogard. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Pitch number 100 on its way.
Count 1-0.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
2 balls and a strike now. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, tying run on deck He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in. And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and that'll bring up Christian Yelich. He's set, now the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as he's across to make this a 4-2 game now.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
The left fielder, number 24, Avisail Garcia.
So here is Avisail Garcia in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Here comes the pitch for Garcia.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. 9th inning coming up. Phillies on top, 4-2. Number 57 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 57.
Into the box, Andrew Mccutcheon. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful. You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
Heading out towards shallow right. Yelich is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman Quinn.
Ready once again, Roman Quinn. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cain is under it. 2 down. Neil Walker will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
12, Neil Walker.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they still lead this one 4-2. Hector Neris enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 50, Hector Neris.
Settling in now, Justin Smoke. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Justin.
First offering on its way. Low with the splitter, ball one. Now the 1-0.
2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard down the left field line. But this will be foul. The next 3-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Superb pitching performance in this one, Matty V. 8 rock-solid innings in line for the win. Now needs some help from the bullpen.
In now, Orlando Garcia. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zack Wheeler earns the win, his 2nd, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Hector Neris records the save, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
All right, well, Phils take game 1 of this 4-game set here on the road in Milwaukee as Zack Wheeler gets his 2nd win of the season, going 8 strong innings. A little shaky there throughout, but really buckled down there. 7 strikeouts, let up 7 hits also, but 7 strikeouts pretty solid for him. Throwing some high heat, letting up only 2 earned runs in the contest. Of course, Hector Neris comes in and gets his 5th save in as many tries. Rhys Hoskins 3 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Also scored himself. Didi 2 for 4 with a double, 2 RBIs. Bryce extends his hitting streak, 2 for 4 with a double and a run scored. And Mccutcheon with a hit tonight with an RBI as well. So pretty solid game for the Phils here in this opening game of this 4-game set here in Milwaukee at Miller Park. Pretty decent game tonight. Phils jumped out early. I try to get as many runs as I can on the board just so the other team has a bit of a challenge to kind of crawl back. But it wasn't a blowout game. Phil's 4 runs on 12 hits, no errors, which is good because the last couple games I played, it was riddled with errors, to put it mildly. Milwaukee, 2 runs only on 7 hits, no errors on their side as well. So Zack Wheeler, player of the game, no question about it. He really buckled down and really was feeling it. He was dealing after a while. 7 strikeouts, 8 strong innings pitched. So a really good outing here for the our second line starter here on the Phils. We're going to get out of this as you take a look at, I like to call him Wheels. No, not Chris Wheeler, Zack Wheeler. So Wheels gets his second win. Phil's 4-2 here on the first game of this 4-game series. Going to be interesting to see how it plays out here the rest of this road trip here. Phils were pretty successful against Milwaukee when they were home at Citizens Bank Park. As we look to tomorrow, Tuesday, Jake the Snake goes to the mound for his 4th win, perhaps. He will be facing Freddie Peralta on the other side. Phil's now 12-5 on the young season. Milwaukee falling to 7-9. So looking ahead, we got Jake the Snake tomorrow, and then of course Zach Eflin looking for his first win. Really want to get this guy some runs and maybe get him a win finally. He's put in some pretty decent outings. I mean, nothing nothing great, but nothing too bad. He has run into some earned runs. As you can see, the ERA is a little high. So we got to get him his first win. He'll be opposed by Adrian Hauser. That will be on Wednesday, and then Thursday, while it's a 12:40 scheduled game, however, that will be a night game. I will be playing it probably around the same time tonight's game started, depending on when I get home from work, along with other life factors. So that's the looking ahead, and of course the Phils return home on Friday for a 3-game weekend homestand against the Fish. The Miami Marlins, a day off on Monday, and then Texas comes in for a quick 2-game set, another American League interleague matchup. But a good performance, 2-2 now, Wheeler's record, getting him that second win. ERA went up a little bit. I think it was 4-something coming in, so obviously letting up 2 runs brought that ERA up just a skosh. So need to try to get that down a little bit. Brendon Woodruff the loss. And that's pretty much it for now. About the lineup, as you see, there's the player of the game. I kind of jolted the lineup a little bit. I think probably the next game I'm probably going to wind up putting Andrew Mccutchen back in that second spot. But Kingery was doing so good in that spot over the last few games. Of course, Kutch had the day off yesterday. I wanted to get him back in the lineup. He's been... I don't know what the deal is. I mean, all these guys are pretty much on fire. For whatever reason, I just can't get a hit with him, with Mccutchen on a regular basis. So probably going to move him back up to the second spot, or maybe even the leadoff spot, depending how things go, depending on the matchup. But I definitely wanted to get Kingery up there because he was on a pretty decent hitting streak there for a time. But I kind of like to mess with the lineup and see what works. And if Kingery's going to be hitting in that second spot, I really don't want to change it. So I'm probably leaning toward leaving Kutch there until he really starts hitting. I like the fact that Roman Quinn is behind him and really picking up the slack there in that 8th spot. Really not a bad spot in this lineup, as you maybe heard Matt Viscursion say during the broadcast. Not a bad spot in this lineup at all. All these guys can hit whenever. As you can see, everybody's pretty much on their game with the little flames there next to their names. So got to get him some home runs, though. Looking at the league leaders as we mosey over this way. Mike Moustakas still up front there with 7 home runs. Want to get Bryce back in that leader spot. Let's see. Runs batted in, same. Moustakas, Tatis Jr. in second. Ketel Marte in In third, of course, Aaron Nola with strikeouts, 2 better than Max Scherzer and 3 better than Jacob deGrom of the Mets. Of course, there you go. At the top of the list with ERA, and after the performance he put on yesterday, really no surprise there that he's in the top spot as far as earned run average. Sterling Marte, yeah, well, or I should say Jonathan Villar leading the league in stolen bases. As you can see, I don't really steal many bases, I guess because I don't have the timing down. That's something I got to work on with these controllers and with my timing, and just something I need to work on. Roman Quinn, still the top batting average. I can't believe that. I'm happy for the guy. Dude is, I think, in actual Major League Baseball, I think this guy, his best years are still ahead of him. I think he's got a lot of potential. Didi Gregorius now batting over 400, which pretty much knocks Bryce Harper out of that top 3 spot. Aaron Nola, league leader in wins for starting pitchers. Jake in second, tied with Kyle Ryan. So there you have it. Those are your league leaders. And as we look at the standings, Phil's now a full game up, as the Marlins haven't looked at the rest of the schedule, but I believe they have either yet to play or are still playing. I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we hit the update. And then I guess we'll have to check back with the standings in a moment, but I guess we'll get to the Around the Majors with Justin Vallegri, and we'll come back right after this. So take a listen and what's going on in Major League Baseball, at least in the MLB The Show Franchise League for 2020, and be back in a minute.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL East, the Phillies got 12 hits in this one as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-2. The Nationals had lost their previous 8 games but put a halt to that as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 3-0. The Mets grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Braves 6-5. The Minnesota Twins beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 2-0. The Tampa Bay Rays got 11 hits overall as they blasted the Astros 9-3. The win was their 6th in a row. The Royals totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 6-4. The Red Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 3-2. The Yankees pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 3-0. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
All right, sorry about that. It was a bit of a short update there from Justin Vallegri. So there's your matchup tomorrow. Jake Arrieta, Jake the Snake, takes to the hill against Freddie Peralta. That game will most likely be after 7 o'clock, depending. But I do appreciate all you guys tuning in. I do appreciate Harrison and Amanda Miller tuning in, keeping the chat going on there. Really appreciate you guys tuning in there and watching the games as we go. Julian Smith in there as well. Appreciate you guys jumping on board and watching the games as we take it through the simulated season. And so we're looking at tomorrow, Tuesday, for Game 2 of this series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. Thanks again for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.